What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of Get Rich or Go Broke Chime. I'm your host, Eddie Kang. I got my boy, Super Bowl champ DC with me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got there, took it home, belt the ass like I told you we was gonna do, Eddie.
And man, it was over after the first half, dude. It was bad. Honestly, everything you said was gonna come to fruition outside of Saquon's 200. Really, I'm still trying to figure out where you got that one from.
I just saw this time possession, bro. I didn't think we was gonna hold the rock the way that we held the rock without him getting that yardage, but we was able to do so. But like to be completely honest, I told you that was my parlay buster was Saquon no Teddy. Like it just I just didn't see it, man. Everybody's lay that I know of had Saquon getting a touchdown. How do you not take Saquon to get a tutty in the Super Bowl on his birthday? Like, come on, like how do you not take that? And
What's
it's just
even
like
wilder is that him and Cooper DeJean share a birthday.
yo, like my man did his thing. You know what I'm saying?
He
My
did,
man
bro.
my man did his thing, bro.
Hey,
Like
he put us white boys on the map, bro.
I
Their
I
cornerback.
he gave y'all some athleticism. He showed some skill, bro. It's not even like white man can't jump no more. It's like white man can play corner. And you
Yo,
want to know what's funny though? What's
between
funny
him and
though?
Riley Moss, if you want to be a white cornerback in the NFL, go to Iowa. That's all I can tell you. Go to
But
Iowa.
I'm gonna keep it real. The funny thing about it, I have a homeboy that I worked with at Siemens, man. It was crazy. He even said it when we drafted him. He said, "Yo, y'all just got to steal." And he was talking about like good corners, and like when you actually break it down, there hasn't been a good white corner since I think he said Jason Sehorn, bro. Like how far back is that, man? That you got to think about that,
Yeah,
man.
because really, like all the really good ones you got to think of, they're not even defensive backs. They're safeties. You got John Lynch.
Yeah, John. Yeah, it's
But he was a
normally.
safety. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like he
you know what I'm
wasn't a
saying.
corner.
And he wasn't really known for that finesse game, man. He was gonna put that helmet in your chest, bro. That's all that was with John Lynch. I wasn't a fan of Lynch, man.
They are.
That's it, man. I was not a fan of Lynch. But yeah, man, like I said, if you guys tell my Super Bowl pick, literally it hit. And you want to know the fucked up thing about that, Eddie? I didn't even get to play my pick, bro.
Yeah, you really didn't.
Yeah, like check it. So like me being on that DJ shit that I'm on, bro, fucking around with that guy that we follow. Yo, I went into the weekend up 700. Sunday morning, bro, I'm down to like a buck and some change and then lost all of that, right? But luckily, I already had put in my Super Bowl picks because I know me. You know what I'm saying? I know me. I was said, like, I'm going to go ahead and put in my Super Bowl picks. It is what it is. Tell me why I cash out my long shot pick. My lock hit. The lock that I had, Eagles money line over 45.5. That hit, no problem. But that minus 4.5 over 48.5, I cashed out that ticket, man. Cashed out that
Mm,
ticket for a loss at that, Eddie.
mm.
Cashed it out for a loss. Turn around, flip that money, made 400, forgot to put it back in and forgot to put the motherfucker back in. So it's like I ain't even get to profit off my own, you know what I'm saying? My own emotional pick. Like, come on, man. But outside of that, I'm proud of my boys, man. We did our thing. I honestly, people are calling it a dynasty. I think we might get another. I think we get another one next year, bro. I think we go back to back.
First up, it's never a dynasty until you at least win it back.
That's it, man. We definitely going back to back next season, man. Especially if how we can find a way to keep Sweat and retain Milton. Don't think they'll be with us after this season just because of the fact that you got Jordan Davis' contract coming up. You're going to have Jalen Carter's contract coming up, Nolan Smith's contract coming up. So I don't think we'll retain them passes. So that's why I said I definitely think we're going back to back, especially of how we can retain them. I'm proud of my boys, man. It's a long fought season. Really, for me, it wasn't no ups and downs. It's what I expected. I just wanted to keep quiet about it. I didn't want to reverse jinx it or anything like that, man. I just wanted that ring, bro. So I'm proud of my boys. Let's go, Philly. Let's do it again next season, man.
Hey man, like y'all mayor said, EOG.
LGS.
Yes.
Hey, what?
Honestly, I'm glad I soloed the over. Like that was, I think we can both agree the over on this game was both of our favorite plays of the entire game.
Had to
Uh,
be, man.
And so I'm glad I soloed that because everything else I missed on. What hurts the most for me is I was actually talking with our producer yesterday morning. I had on my ticket. I had over 48.5. I had a Devontae Smith touchdown anytime,
Mm.
and I had a DeAndre Hopkins anytime touchdown.
Ooh,
And
what
I
was the
told
odds
him,
on that?
it was like plus like 13 or 1400. It might
Dang.
even been more, honestly. I couldn't even tell you right now off the top of my head. But I was talking to our producer and I was like, man, I said, bro, DeAndre this is gonna be his only chance. Like he gonna get it. Like he has to get it. And I'm like, man, but they've been so. I took Hopkins off and I put Pacheco on.
That's why you was hollering that in the chat. Oh man, I would have been sick too.
Yeah.
Oh, I will remember that.
That
Oh,
was yeah.
yo.
That
And
that one hurt. That one hurt.
but honestly, bro, the way Philly's front seven have been playing all season, man, it was gonna be hard for anything coming out of that backfield.
Crazy thing is,
Honestly,
y'all didn't even need 7. You didn't blitz the entire game. Like
like I said, bro, 5 sacks, no blitz. That shit is wild.
it was very reminiscent of Giants against Tom Brady, like
It
that
was just
NASCAR
all.
package. It was just straight edge rush.
I just like I said, man. It was actually more containment, man, because you remember that one prop we were sharing in the chat, bro, where we had Patty getting over 6.5 rushing, over 5.5 rushing, bro. He didn't even clear that until literally the last drive of the game. I think it was just more containment coming off that edge, and then Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis pushing that front.
Now I
And I
said
think,
Josh Sweat with what 2 sacks, sack and a half, two
yeah,
and a
man,
half
Sweat,
sacks. Hey,
Sweat was cold with it, man. Sweat was cold with it.
I wish he
Only
played like that on my Madden team.
Hey, that's how. That's that's how it be. I don't know. Maddie might
Shout out to
upgrade him
NC
after this
too.
one, man. You know what I'm saying? They might definitely upgrade him after that one, man. But I was
But
thoroughly
yeah,
impressed with the
man.
performance, man.
Special shout out to y'all boys. Y'all definitely earned it this year. No questions about it. This wasn't one of those years where you can, second guess who. Like with a performance like that, that's the cherry on top of a really good season.
Hey, especially money wise too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't not gonna lie to you, Eddie, man. I didn't do as good as this NFL season betting wise as I did last year, man. But like just to cap it off with a win like that is a great feeling. And honestly makes this episode somewhat bittersweet, man, because we're not gonna even dig back into football until the draft in April. And then after that we're gonna do an episode
Nah,
on future
probably March
bets.
because free agency starts in March, so we'll probably cover a little bit of that. At least the first week with the big names and stuff.
You know, gotta get the big names. You're
But
right. But I mean,
honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to the draft though because I was actually thinking, I was thinking about this over the weekend. Just ways for us to stay engaged with the show and stuff like that. Like after the draft, we can actually have like our own draft where we go back and forth drafting teams and like set up a point system for like, every regular season win gets see who can rack up the most points and whose team can win the Super Bowl.
okay, yeah, we definitely could do that, man. We'll draw that up. I'm not sure what the hell you talk about, but I mean, I think I get a feel. I think I got the gist of what you saying.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that off air. It was just as you said that it came back to mind.
Yeah, definitely, man. So like now we need like that's enough of the Super Bowl, man. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about it all show, but we got other shit we need to talk about, man. So let's
We
get
do.
into that recap of our bets last week, yeah.
Yeah, so my pick Saturday, if you guys recall, I took Michigan minus 2.5 against Indiana. Pretty much went exactly how I expected. Michigan dominated the entire first half. Indiana made a nice little run, coming back, within like 3-4 minutes left. But really, Michigan didn't really sweat it. Every time Indiana came to make a push, and Michigan would get a bucket, get a stop, get a bucket. Pick number 2, I believe I had, what was it, Missouri minus 2.5 against Texas A&M. So pretty much how I thought that game was going to go down went as expected, but for the other team.
I was like, I was watching that game, man. I was like, I even doubled down on it because you was like, so, cause yeah, man, I don't even want to talk about it. I got to stop chasing bets, bro.
Yeah, it was. I thought the zoo was rocking. The zoo was definitely rocking, but just the whole clunky offensiveness I've told you guys I've been seeing from Texas A&M, that was Missouri this game.
That motherfucker was smooth rolling this game, man. Like I think, I honestly think it's just getting closer to March, and it's like they know that they don't have the games to spare that they did earlier in the season. Is what I'm beginning to think. Because there's a lot of games that I've watched, that I'm just seeing a trend in where like the underdog team will come out spanking ass, especially if they're at home. Like they'll spank ass. They might
And
go
in
into
the
halftime.
SEC, like honestly, it's SEC basketball low key turning into SEC football, where it's the best
It's
conference in
it's
basketball right now.
it's it's competitive, bro. And I just think that, once honestly, I feel like once the ACC gets everything together with UNC and Duke, and then Wake Forest, they just start. It's that nil deal shit, bro. I feel like it's not just like the money's being dropped back into that specific program. It's being dropped back into the school as a whole. So when you're able to buy your players now, especially based off of what your football team done did, like they said in the SEC, I was reading the article where I believe they pulled in. I can't remember exactly the total number, but each team was allotted like $52 million. Like that's even for Mississippi State, who really didn't do shit this season, bro. Like they were allotted $52 million because they split it all up. Money, man.
And the crazy thing is you can't even really like keep doing it the way you're doing it. Like, I mean, obviously, if you're at big school, you can, but because of the lawsuit and like everything that's going on, like, there's still so much left that like to be figured out about this that it's just gonna keep changing, you know. And like, if you don't have the money to change with it, like, you're gonna get left behind. You know, them top notch schools, they got the money to keep just,
You You want to hear
just
some
chasing
shit
it.
funny? You want to hear some funny shit? I was reading this meme. It was like a meme article, bro. And it said the sleeping dragon is Harvard. With Neil deal, they said if Harvard ever gets their shit together with a Neil deal, just in alumni, I think they said it's like $1.4 billion in alumni money that can
Yeah,
go.
but who they gonna bring in though? You know what I mean? Like with they strict GPA, they ain't gonna bring nobody in.
You don't never know, man. You never know. You can always tweak the system, man. Shit could be fucked with. Low standards can be lowered if you want to
Hey,
win.
nah, that would be funny to see like
That shit
Harvard
would
start
be
to see
jokes.
Harvard stoop to the like the lows of the SEC and Big
Like, no,
12.
no,
Like,
no, no. Fuck that. Have Harvard as the number one recruiting class in football and basketball, bro. That shit would
yeah,
be that shit would be jokes to me, man. Like, cause you already know they only went there because of the money.
you would need a documentary of that like ASAP for
Oh,
that first
dog,
year.
dogs,
But yeah, 1-1 weekend for your boy. Not terrible, but you know we aim to be better. And I believe you went undefeated again.
man. Nah, man. Nah, man. I apologize. I apologize to the fans at home, bro. Just the get rich community, the get rich family. Like I really do, bro. I apologize to y'all, man. Like I took Montiero on the money line. And you know me, Cooney. I don't like betting minus money. I don't minus 175. I really don't like it. I took it because I parlayed it. That's what it really was for me. I feel like, okay, if I'm gonna play something, I want to give a two pick. Let me go ahead and just throw out a little parlay. That's where I messed up at. Like honestly, and the slate was kind of small that day, so I was reaching. I'm not gonna make any excuses. Montero got his ass beat, man. Like he truly, genuinely, like I should have saw it. I actually saw it in the first set. Like he actually went down in the first set, and then came back and won it 7-5. So I was like, okay, I thought you know what I'm saying? I thought he had shook it off, man. Dude lost the last two sets, bro. It was just a fucking disappointing showing. And then my second pick, man, with Bronzetti and Cindy, man, like Cindy retired. Like she had to retire. I believe it was
She
three
was up
zero.
4-0.
She was up 4-0.
Yeah, I believe she was up 4-0.
No, I think she was losing.
She might have been down. I just saw the score was 4-0. I thought it was her.
Yeah, no, I think it was Bronzetti that was up 4-0. It was going the way that I was anticipating it going, 'cause that's how the matches usually go. Like one usually comes out the bat, ends up what 6-3, 6-2. Then the next
Yeah,
person
usually
comes
if
out.
the
You
first set's
know,
a blowout and women's tennis, the second set is usually pretty tight knit,
it,
unless it's a severe talent gap.
you know what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I wasn't really too concerned. So when I went back and checked, it seen that Shorty had retired, I was like, damn, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And then it was a minus bet, like with Montiero. I truly felt bad. You know me, I'm my own worst critic, bro. I felt bad. But I definitely dug back in my bag this week for the people at home. Definitely got in my bag this week, man.
I got a basketball parlay that's about to hit.
Oh shit, you talking about that one you had put in?
Yeah, what we were talking about before the show. I took Boston money line when they were down 22-11, and then I took the Spurs minus 4.5 while they were down by like 3, and they're up 9 with a minute and a half left.
You know, which I
Now
honestly,
they're up
bro,
7.
the way it's been rolling with me the way it's been rolling for me this today, man. Like I just want that. I want that bet that came through the chat to come through, man.
I
And
need that Matt roll, bro. Our
that's
boy Matt
it,
been on a roll.
man. Rolling and the one motherfucker. I said it when we thought Jonathan Dodson had scored that first touchdown. I said there's one motherfucker in the world. And the crazy thing about it, I've only seen it 2 times on social. I've only seen it twice. One in our chat, and then one on Facebook. There was been 2 people I've seen took that motherfucker to get a touchdown on the first go. If that ain't the bad beat of the week, man, I don't
Yeah,
know what the hell it is, bro.
that's rough.
Yeah, yeah. Matt been rolling, man. Shout out to Matt, bro. Like honestly, man, drop your picks in the chat, man, so they can tell. Because a lot of them I don't even be paying no attention to.
I've been telling, bro. He sent me one for basketball like a month ago. He sent like 17 solos. And I hit him
I
up the
gotta have
next
that type
day.
of discipline.
I hit him up. I think he put like, I ain't gonna put his business out there, but he soloed them like 16, 17 of them. I said, how many of them hit? He said all of them but 2. I'm like, yo, you need to be sending these. Like,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's how it is, though. I think he's more like me too, man. Like it's like he's a little superstitious.
yeah.
I think we all are to an extent, especially like if you could go on the street and run off like 10 slips, you know how that shit
That's why I
go.
didn't tell y'all about my ladder challenge.
That's how you. I mean, I ain't mad at you because you know how I do. When I turn $4 into 400, it is what it is. I'm just quiet, you know. So I'm not even mad at it, bro. I'm never gonna. You never gonna be mad at somebody for not sharing a pic, unless you got like $1 million lay. You ain't trying to share it, and that's just kind of scandalous, man. You know. But
Strong bounce back this week, bro. Strong bounce back.
all right. So first match I got coming to is it's an early morning match coming out of say that for me, Coney.
Trying
You
to
ready
think
to
which
have
one it is.
Doha,
Doha.
Couture,
Yeah. Qatar.
uh, Qatar at 7:10 a.m. I'm taking Samson Nova versus Asta Paninko. And you know, Sam, we're gonna go ahead and sound that out for the people at home.
Yelena Ostapenko.
Ostapenko, there we go, baby. So yeah,
It's gonna become like a show staple
got
during
to, bro.
Tennessee.
Shit. I said, I think, honestly, this one, man, I think Osteopenenko gets the best of Samsonova. The reason why I feel like that, Eddie, is they faced off 4 times before. 2-2, even split between both of them. Three out of their 4 of their matches were on hard court. Osteopenenko is 2-1 versus Sam on hardcore surfaces, and she's also 8-2 in her last 10. I'm trying not to put too much stock on that 8-2 in her last 10, just because I want to say out of those 8-2, only 3 of them have been solo matches, and he dropped one of those, so she's 2-1 in her last solo matches. But the reason why I think Sam falls in this one is because her last quality opponent was back in January. She did beat Navarro 2-0, but after what I've seen Fernandez do to Navarro today, bro, I'm not too impressed with that win. Before that match, she retired in Keys in the third at the Aussie Open.
My bad. I don't mean to cut you off, but I called that this morning in the chat.
What was that?
Fernandez over Navarro.
Yeah, you did, man. I got some money off that play, bro. My bad. Shout out to Coney. He dropped that off in the chat. Good money, plus money. So shout out to you, bro. You kept my
The
little
double
bankroll
plus money of the
alive.
day. I got our girl Stern too.
Like I said, it was a parlay. My bad, bro.
Get good, bro.
Appreciate you, Cody, for the double parlay. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, Cody. So, what was that, bro?
You
Yeah,
was at pick. You was finishing up with the first pick.
yeah. So she retired against Sam retired against Keys in the third set. But she was, like I said, man, Keys been on a tear. She won the Aussie Open. I definitely didn't see that shit coming. I really had my money on Coco.
You did
So for
towards the end.
yeah, towards
Called
the
it
end,
towards the end.
once Coco got knocked out, bro, I was like,
Yeah,
I
because you
watched.
called it over Sweet Attack.
Yes, I did. Yeah, you right about that
That
one.
one, you called that one live. You texted me about that one live, and then you called the one against Sabalenka before they even played.
Yeah, because like I said, she was just on a fucking tear. She really impressed me against Iga though. Like I didn't see her. That
Yeah, because
match
I
was
don't think
actually pretty fucking
Iggy
good.
had went like 16 straight matches without being broken.
Yeah, man, she fucking cold, man. Keys just had some juice on her, man. I don't know what it was. She was that's some form. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what she's gonna do this season. But I think you said your people said that Iga was gonna win out this season. So
I'm one of the podcasts, but they don't they usually give out between 2 to 3 picks per tournament. And so like if they say if they're picking somebody to win, that's not necessarily who they believe. A lot of the times they're just playing up for value. So they usually pick like one shorter odds player, then like like a mid range odds player, and then they'll play like 1 or 2 long shots.
but like I was saying, man, she really hasn't played a quality opponent since Keys, and she retired in the third set while being down 3-0. And so it's plus money on Ostapenko, a plus 100 right now. I just feel like she just pulls that one out, man. She in good form, even though she's been playing doubles. She has the surface in her favor, especially against in their matchups. It's just I just see it. Now this one, man, I'm jumping out of my element for this one, Cone. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to jump all the way out of my element for this one. And
You definitely surprised me with this one when we talked about a pre-show.
yeah, man, it's just I have so many tennis matches that I like and so many early morning checks that I can see, but then it's like it can go either way to the point where I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want the people at home guessing. And honestly, I need to improve on my record. So here we go. What really attracted me to this one was the odds on it. It was plus 220, Real Madrid as an underdog, and the UEFA Championship League knockout stage against Man City. Um, Man City has gotten the best of Real Madrid in their last five. I want to say it's 5-2. I'm in their last 10. It's 5-2 and 3. Um,
But we did beat Man City in the Champions League last year when it mattered
you,
most. So
you see what I'm saying?
we have shown on the big stage that we can overcome.
And that's what it
Um,
is for me. It's the big stage, man. It's and then I want to say that
and
was
Bobby's in really good form right now too.
and that's what I was gonna say. Thank you, brother. And what do you mean we? Ain't you
My
a
bad.
Charlotte FC fan?
I told you they're my international supporter. I still support internationally.
All right, man. I can respect it, bro. But yeah, Real Madrid as an underdog at 220 on a straight up bet, and then you can even get it as a tie no bet at plus 135. And the reason why I'm taking this line and I'm actually confident in it is usually when I'm outside of my element, whenever I'm dealing with college basketball or if I'm dealing with even professional basketball, to be honest with you, I always turn to my simulation sites. I check all three of my simulation sites and they all three of them have Real Madrid winning 2-1. I'm not I'm not gonna sit here and say that they're always right, but even a broken clock is right twice out of the day, man. That's all the hell I would say. I'm gonna take it as for what it is. I'm definitely gonna roll Real Madrid plus 220 on the straight up. You want to play it safe, just because I said in the last 10, out of three of those last 10 have ended in a tie. That's still plus 135, and then it'll be a wash if they end up tying anyways. But definitely look at Real Madrid plus 220 on the straight.
Yeah, that draw no bet comes in clutch sometimes, especially during like international soccer,
Uh,
like the actual like international like country games.
yeah.
Those are usually one of my favorite bets to play.
Well, so what you got for the people at home this week, man?
I got 3 picks for everybody this week, to at least for tomorrow.
Ooh, not a three for?
Yeah, I did two like parlays and a straight up.
Hmm. Hold on,
So
hold on. Say that again.
No, I was reading something real quick. I
No,
got
I'm saying say
two
that
leg
again.
parlay.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, say it again. Go ahead.
I was saying I got two-legged parlays in a straight bet.
Okay.
Now I will admit my straight bet is a straight hate bet, and I
That
think
my
you know where I'm going with this.
hey, he on the parlay ban list, bro. Yeah, I already know. Yeah, you know how we feel about this little lanky motherfucker.
Like I'm taking Riley Opelka money line versus Eubanks. Simply put, Christopher Eubanks is trash. I does not belong on the tour, in my opinion. That I'm not the only person that believes that.
Long, lanky ass man.
He is the number one fader in our betting group chat. I would say. I don't believe we
Trash.
fade. I don't believe we fade anybody else
That
on the
nigga
tour.
is
But
like we put a lot of motherfuckers on the parlay ban list. He is the only motherfucker who stays on the parlay ban
he has
list, bro.
never come off the list.
Never coming off the list.
Everybody else we've at least talked about bringing. Like, hey,
Well,
he's been doing pretty
everybody will catch a
good. Like,
fade. Everybody catches a fade every now and then. This motherfucker is permanently faded.
he is permanently. But
What's your
yeah, money
second pick,
line. I'm
bro?
taking him money line minus 175. That's my solo play. My first two pick parlay. I'm taking Leonard Tien versus Adam Malton. That one is at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Well, it'll be this morning when you listen to it. Well, simply put, Leonard Tien, great end of the year last year, off to a fantastic start this year. Coming fresh off of a very successful challenger season. I got a lot of expectations for him this year. Adam
Most
Malton, good.
he's playing. Okay, he's playing Waller. Okay, keep
Yeah,
going with that.
Ballin, solid player. Usually hangs around in Challenger. Whenever he steps up to the tour, doesn't really do too well. So I started to take 10 with the game spread, but I decided to play it safe and just take money line because I noticed that your boy, who I paired him with for a two-legger, Munar,
Moon. Okay.
I took he's minus 165 against Mute, who once again hothead. He can't be. He's not as bad of a hothead as Rublev and all them, but
Nah, that motherfucker cost me some money, bro.
he'll win a set 6-1 and then lose the next set 6-0.
No, the shit I don't like about that raggedy son of a bitch right there, Mutet, bro. Like it was the match in the Aussie when he played TN and TN was dragging his motherfucking ass, bro. Dragged him 3-0. The motherfucker was injured and he was injured. He was hobbling around the court at the beginning of the second set and still stayed in instead of retiring. Bro, I had a check. I had a max bet on that motherfucker on a two-leg parlay, bro. One leg hit. That motherfucker didn't hit because he was, bro. I'm sitting here watching this shit, bro, begging this man to retire. You know something? I did something I don't ever do. I actually messaged the man on Instagram.
You know, you pulled one of those.
Yeah, bro. How you hobbling around the court? How you hobbling around the court from the second set to the third, and you getting drugged? Like the dude is Tien was showing mercy. Was showing mercy, bro. Like low key, like hoping this motherfucker was gonna tap out. Hoping this dude was limping around the court and how you don't retire, bro. So if anybody needs to investigate some shit, they need to investigate that.
I'm trying to I'm trying to think if I've ever like direct DM'd an athlete before about something. I think I told Colt McCoy's brother he would never be as good as like Colt. What was it, Chase? We lost the OU one year, and I think I messaged him and be like, Colt would have never.
Yo, bro, I've never done that before, but in that sense, I was so hot. I was so hot, bro, because all he had to do was retire, and I would think I would have made at least 50 or $60, bro. Like, instead, I lost a whole 150 on that shit, bro. Like, just because you want to hobble around the court because you got something to prove. I
But
ain't got
yeah,
time for it, man. Fuck that nigga.
but yeah, if you parlay TN and Moonar together, that gives you a plus 127. Not too bad, especially for a first round matchup.
That ain't
And
bad at
then
all.
my second two leg parlay, we're gonna go over to women's tennis. I'm taking somebody who's a very high favorite with me and my peers, Jasmine Polini,
Ooh, that's my baby right there.
wins us a lot of money. She is
That's my
minus
little
250. She's minus 250 against Caroline Garcia. Not a terrible player. I actually like Garcia's game a little bit. I just believe that Paolini got too much firepower. too much in the arsenal for her. And then I'm pairing parlaying that with Coco Gauff -4.5 versus Marta Question. I think is how you say it. I don't have
Yo,
the Google Translate. I don't have the Google pronunciation like you
hey,
do.
next time we gonna sit down and we're gonna get all these names together. And I'm gonna pull them all up so that way we ain't lacking nothing.
Honestly, her so Coco's actual game line, I believe, was -6.5. I just moved it down to 4.5 because it was still a reasonable price for me. Um, so if you parlay Paolini money line with Coco Gauff, that gives you a +124.
Hey man, Paulina, that's my baby, man. You know how I feel about her and Coco. So you don't put both of my little babies on the ticket, man. I know that ticket gonna clap.
Yeah, we're due for a bounce back. We don't
Yeah.
like one thing we don't like doing around here is losing, and usually when we do lose, we usually come back with a vengeance.
Mm,
So you
mm.
got anything
Hold
else
up.
for these people?
Now I just want to know, is Shelton ain't in town with Coco, is it? Because he ain't in that same tourney, is he? He ain't.
Nah, there's no Doha for men.
Oh, okay, Coco. Yeah,
Nah,
as long as he ain't
I
there.
think only the majors share tournament. I think only the majors shared tours with the men.
So yeah, as long as he ain't there playing in our ass in the middle of the night, we gonna be all right. That's gonna clap right there, but
Yeah, as bad as he looked the other day, he don't need to be playing it. Nobody has.
boy, that boy look like death.
I tried to take a screenshot of it to y'all because I got I subscribed to the tennis channel. It was on like $7 a month. You get all the matches live and stuff in HD on your phone. And I tried to take a screenshot. 'Cause his piles were so baggy, dude. He looked like he had been up for like 4 straight days.
You know how that be, man. When you young,
I took a screenshot and the whole thing was black.
you thinking he was sick? You think he might have had that new super virus that's going around, or you think he was?
He had something, dude. I don't know if he was strung out. Reckless speculation here. I have no inside sources. I'm not, but he definitely did not look like himself.
Honestly, man, I just think he was being young and he was up in the middle of the night playing in Coco ass knowing he had a match, man. That's what I think. You know how that be when you was young, you got a little something coming through. You know, if you just hang out with him for a couple of hours, talk a little da da da, you be in them draws, and then before you know it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you got to be working 5:30. So that's what I personally think. But you saying the man looks sick.
Yeah, he looks sick, man.
Okay, then. All right. Well, oh no, Coco, the way Coco finished out that Aussie Open, I think she got sick towards the end too. We're gonna leave it at that. That's reckless
Man, well,
speculation.
she also ran into a freight train in Mendoza too.
Oh,
Mendoza needed to make a statement after having a bad end of last year because she fell off a little bit at the end of last year.
everybody felt like, man, I swear I lost a lot of my money at. It was like a lot of motherfuckers just stopped giving a fuck at
After
the U.S.
US Open,
Open.
or what was it
Bro,
now?
everybody.
I would say
Davis
Brisbane was
Cup.
probably because Brisbane was about the end of October.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody fell off, man. I can't wait for this summer around that June to July when everybody trying to get their rank up and I love it, man. I love it. But
Round of 128, you got 128 matches that you only need one winner.
that's it. That's it, man. So you got anything else for the people at the crib, man?
Honestly, not man. I'm really fatigued from the Super Bowl.
Yeah, actually, I owe the people at home another apology. We were actually supposed to record right after the Super Bowl, man, but it was
I'm kind of
shot.
glad you called that off because I was not feeling it by the time as we were getting closer to it, and like the game wasn't even that interesting. So I'm like, man, we're really gonna have to record and like talk about how nothing good happened.
Nigga, nothing good happened for you.
Yeah, not for me, not absolutely, no, yeah, no. It wasn't to take away. It was just like, it was just the game wasn't even entertaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, it was very fucking entertaining to me, man. I don't know what you're talking about. That
Yeah,
shit
the first
was,
half.
and everything after that was entertainment, bro. Like the whole first, second, third, and fourth, man. The only thing that I didn't hate is I didn't get to play my plus $500 lay, bro. I gotta learn I gotta get some type of discipline, dude. Like I gotta get some type of discipline. For me to lose all that money and then cash out a winning ticket. I mean, I doubled my money. I cleaned up on the punts, just KC punt alone, bro.
Buddy, well, hey, I do want to say shout out to y'all, man. I was looking at the numbers this morning, 48 views after 2 episodes. When we first started this, one of the things we talked about was I was like, bro, we got to be committed to doing this regardless of the listeners. You know, like if we're gonna do this, we're doing this because it's something we want to do.
Mhm.
And to see like how fast you guys have like come to this and responded to it has been nothing short of amazing. So I do want
Appreciate
to
the
say
love.
thank you guys.
That's
Um,
love.
you know, multiple people who reached out and be like, "Hey, send me your link so I can send it to folks." Like, you know, this is a journey that we're all gonna go through together, and we look forward to hosting y'all and winning y'all a lot of money. Like, it's not gonna be every episode, but we're gonna try our damnedest to make it every episode.
Ladder challenge loading.
Hey, shout out to mine, it's still going.
Nigga.
But for real, man, shout out to y'all. As always, like, share, subscribe, let your folks know, and get rich or go bro shine, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate all the love, y'all. Tune back in.